H-Town, what's up? You know what time it is. It's time for the best 120 minutes of your day to Chop Shop, the nation's #1 urban sports talk show, and also your midday sports happy hour. Yours truly, Robert Hatter, alongside Jim Hicks, sometimes Chris Walker, coming to you live from Houston, Texas. But we're broadcasting all over the world via Facebook Live and YouTube Live. And I'm sharing the show right now. That's when you see me looking down, because you can only share it when the show actually come on. So I want to do it live. So that's when you catch me when I come on and I'm looking down. But it's some, hold up, y'all. Let me tell you something. Share the show. I'm going to tell you, I need to hear from y'all. Because I got so much in me. I don't know where I'm going to go with this show today. I'm going to tell you the truth, Tanya. What you want to talk about, Eric Boone, what you want to talk about, Joe Lewis, what you want to talk about, Otha Brown, what you want to talk about, Darrell Anderson, what you want to talk about, Jerry Jones, put up there. Jerry Jones, put up something that pique your interest this weekend. Give me some that piqued your interest this weekend, man. Sometimes I just like to hear from y'all. I like to know what y'all like and what y'all, for real. I want to hear. Share the show. I've shared it. Let me see where I'm at. Sterling Creeks, what you want to talk about? What did Hot Wheels do? I ain't been keeping up with what Hot Wheels did. What has Hot Wheels done? Tell me. Let me Google him. Let me put his name on there. Let me show you how I do it. What's his name? What's the boy name? What's his real name? Greg Abbott. What did he do? Well, I can't pull all that up, dude. I can't pull up that. I mean, y'all can pull that up. I don't have the time to pull up a whole website. You tell me what he did. Read my lips, Kevin Freightman. You say, don't give us nothing to read. You tell us what you trying to do. You tell us. You tell us. Tell us. What is his name? Greg Abbott? You tell us. What did he do? What did he do? Anybody else know? Brandon Weefall, anybody? So you want to talk about Greg Abbott and Ken Paxton know that Texas is blue, and so they literally started a Gestapo war like against the. Okay, let me see. What did they talk about? Greg Abbott and the state of Texas have removed a million people from the voter roll since 2021. If you live in Texas, check your voter registration immediately. Republicans doing their stuff again. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Y'all live in Texas. I live in Texas. I'm going to go call and check today. Check again today, y'all. Check and see. They removed him and old Paxton. I just want to know what can we do to get their ass out of there. Because it seems like it's some people just keep voting for these damn clowns. What can we do to get them out of there? But that was a good one. It's a good one. Let me see what else I got. Since Kevin Freightman want to just give us a damn, just tell us. All you had to do is say that. If you live in Texas, check your vote. Let me check my voter registration. Y'all, I'm gonna do it right now. Shit, y'all playing around. Texas State. What I do? How to do it? Hold on. I'm finna say that one. I'm finna send that to myself. There you go. That's what you needed. And y'all, we worry about summer basketball game. We got guys mad at me because I ain't mentioning their basketball program on the show and get mad at me. Did y'all hear what I'm just saying? Foolish ass people out here. Jerry Jones. We got guys mad because I didn't mention their program on the show. I want y'all to know how stupid this sounds. Hey, Crystal. Girl, you was on something yesterday. You was on something. And you're going to understand me in a minute because you was on something. I got you. I understand you said, man, some of these people don't know what wealth and having money and having wealth is. And don't. I got something for you. Where my glasses at, man? Where my glasses? I ain't got my glasses, y'all. Probably in my briefcase. God dog it. Reggie Simpson. We got a man, two guys, that's removing 1 million voters from the rolls. I got to find my glasses. Let me give y'all something to look at right quick. Trying to find y'all something. I'll give you this.
Donald Trump is like an old boyfriend who you broke up with, but he just won't go away. He has spent the last 4 years spinning the block, trying to get back into a relationship with the American people. Bro, we broke up with you for a reason. Donald Trump.
I found my glasses, y'all. Because my stuff ain't big. I ain't got all my big screens with me. You know, I'm on the road. But hold on, y'all. We got Ken Pax. We got Greg Abbott removing 1 million names from the voter roll. Y'all help me with this now. 1 million names from the voter rolls. I wonder if anybody took a video of that and sent it to somebody. But we got guys in our community that because you don't mention their team, get mad at you. But you ain't mad at these two guys. I wonder how mad are you at these two guys. But we said voting ain't important. Why do you want to remove, if voting don't mean nothing, your vote don't matter? Hate to start off this show like this, but hey, Kevin Freeman, see, this what y'all don't understand. Like that particular day, I started off with a tweet somebody sent me. And y'all, and I put the tweet up there. And they had the rankings of some summer basketball. And I just didn't understand. I know now, but it didn't cross my mind that would trigger anybody. I promise you. Never crossed my mind, because I'm not on this show trying to make people mad. I'm on this show to try to make people change and inspire them to change and inspire them to do better. I ain't on here. I ain't never my intention of bringing my butt on this show. Y'all know I can be at the beach right now. Look at it. I wish I could just show you how beautiful it is outside. You see this golf course? I can be on the golf course right now. Now you see why I feel, and I use the analogy that we switch the price tags on what's important in life. We switch the price tags on what's important. Let me make this a little bigger, because y'all don't understand. I don't like to be straining my eyes. I hope y'all getting this. We got parents, as much as we've talked about this on the show. We got Bruce Pearl. And y'all got to hear me on this one. And I'm going to get into it a little bit more. We got guys like Bruce Pearl, head coach at Auburn University, who built his fame and fortune on the backs of black men. You heard, listen to me, man. Let me tell you something. Jay Jackson, I heard that process is done every voting year for people that has passed, moved on, are eligible for voting because Jay Jackson. I heard. Do you know? I heard. Do you know? I heard. Where you hear it from? Who you hear it from? Jay Jackson. Who you hear it from? Paxson? Abbott? Who you hear it from? Let me put it on here, y'all, so y'all can know what the hell I'm talking about. On YouTube, Jay Jackson said, pop up there. I heard the process is done every voting year for people that has passed, moved, was ineligible to vote because of felonies. 1 million? Jay Jackson, you heard? Where you hear it at? I told y'all. Where you get that information from? I'm just asking. Gosh, it's hard. Man, Araminta, Harriet Tubman Ross. Araminta Ross, Harriet Tubman. All that's her name. Araminta is her real name. She said, I ain't tripping. I just asked you, you say you heard. I ain't tripping. You say you heard. You said a voting specialist was speaking when asked about it. More than 1 million people died in a week, Hatter, let alone 4 years. So you believe, I don't know how many people die. I'm not that morbid, Jay Jackson. A million? It's a lot of people. Maybe you know how many people die. How many people die in a week? What you said? Don't trip, Hal. I'm talking to a voting specialist. What voting specialist? More than 1 million people die in a week. See how people come? Show me where that many people die. See, y'all, what I know, if Abbott, see, Jay Jackson, to know a man, you look at his history. And all I'm asking you to do, give me information. You talking about a voting specialist. Was speaking when asked about it. More than 1 million people die in a week. Okay. But, Jay, when you put Greg Abbott and Ken Paxton doing something, just some don't spell right. Jay Jackson, if two crackheads is right by the crack house, about to walk in the door, it's a great chance on they finna go get them some crack. It's a great chance. They might not be, they might not want none of that. But, Jay, when Paxson and Greg Abbott get in cahoots, something is wrong. They might give you a number of millions. Something is wrong. And all we trying to tell you to do, this my message. And I didn't bring this up like you talking about I'm tripping. Shit, you tripping for putting that shit on the screen. I ain't say you was tripping. I just addressed it. But you want to call me tripping. I didn't say you was tripping. Y'all kind of disrespectful. I didn't say you was tripping not one time. Did I say, man, you tripping? No, I did not. I just said, see, I get to thinking when people say something, when you make a comment. I get to think, I got people around me that telling me, address what you just said. My thing is when Paxton and Greg Abbott get in cahoots, something ain't right, Jay. I don't care what the voting specialists. When did people become voting specialists? Political science majors, political science professors, voting specialists? When did that become? See, I know I'm expanding. See, when you put your words on here, I could have said, man, you tripping. I ain't never said that. When you put it on here, you want me to say something about it. I got a question. Why you put it on here? Anybody who comment, why you put it on here? Don't you want me to see it? Don't you want me to say something about it? I got a responsibility to talk about it. But let me keep going. But let go. That's the important. Just my thing is check your voting rolls. She said, again, here in Atlanta, change my 90-year-old mother's voting registration status to inactive, and she's not. Thank you. But a voting specialist said as people die every year. Hatter. Crystal, she might not be no voting specialist. Jay, she might not be a voting specialist, but she just told you that Greg Abbott and them might be wrong. And Greg and Jay, those guys have a propensity to do some shady stuff. They watching how these people are becoming more aware, how these women are trying to protect their bodies, how they ass might be out of here. They did it. Governor Kemp did it in Georgia, right where Crystal is talking about. That's the point. The reason I said this, Jay. First of all, Kevin Freeman put it on the screen. And y'all know when y'all put something on the screen, that takes precedence on everything. I call them more important. Y'all are that important to me. That's all. But don't be saying I'm tripping. Y'all, if you put it on the screen, I'm going to challenge it. All you should do was come back. Okay, but Robert, hear the facts. Hear the facts. Hear the facts. That's all. So guess what? Then I learned something. I ain't learned nothing from that. A voting specialist. Dude said they getting a head start trying to cheat. They probably been cheating all the time. Everybody. My thing is, Jay, I'm glad you brought it up because you gave me 15 minutes of stuff to talk about. So guess what, Jay? Today, Jay, if you're in Houston, do me a favor. What's the day? The day Tuesday. They open. Go by Frozen 2.0. 4711 Cleburne, right across the street from Texas Southern Garage. Can't miss. Go by there today, Jay. Get you some of them barbecue Hennessy, barbecue wings, shrimp. Who's that came on yesterday and said them barbecue? Anson, who was that? Came on yesterday. They talked about get you a shrimp basket. Get you a lobster basket. Get you some blackened salmon. Get you one of these drinks, Jay. Jay, just go get you a drink. This is what you do, Jay. Today, go get you a drink. Go get you a frozen, a perfect margarita, Jay. Today, go by there. Today. Jay, all I'm trying to do, I love it, Jay. Always remember though, Jay. If I said something about your comment that meant something, that means you own to something. I just try to use it as a lesson. That's all. I ain't tripping. I'm trying to teach a lesson. That's what you used to tell your teacher at school. Teacher, you tripping. You teaching us too much. You tripping. No, she's just trying to teach, just like I am. My mother has been dead 10 years. My grandmother 20 years. And they both got voter registration cards this year. Wow. So mistakes can happen. Okay. Greg Abbott, make voter suppression 101. I said. She said I had to make a phone call. I hear you. Brad Kimball, what's up? But hold up. Here we go. But y'all, we got to talk about this because this is our community. This stuff we can control. Hold on. Somebody just sent me something. Oh, yeah, I saw this. Yeah. I was right. To their right. Somebody sent me a picture of Trae Young at the game I was at the other day, and I was right there to their right. I mean, I was right there. I mean, let me look. Let me look at it again. So let me see. Let me see. Oh no! They got me. They caught me walking. Oh my God, y'all. Hold up, y'all. Hold up. Somebody just sent me a picture. Hold up, y'all. I got to put it on here, man. Trae Young. They took a picture of Trae Young. In his, I don't know who that is. His girlfriend, wife. I don't know where. Y'all know what? That's one player that I just ain't never liked this game. Y'all, somebody's trying to come in. Hey, man, I hear you knocking on that door, man. Hey, what you doing, bro? What you doing? Hold up, y'all. Can you get? Oh no, you can't climb up on the bed right now. Hold up. Hold up. Do me a favor. Hold up. Go mess with mommy for a little while. I'll be back. Okay? I'm gonna come get you. Okay? All right. Go talk to mommy, and I'm gonna come get you. Okay? I'm gonna come to get you. All right. Okay. Yeah, y'all. He almost came in. Trey Young. Hold up, y'all. Somebody sent me the picture. I said I was sitting right next to him, right? And guess what? He said, "You in the picture, Negro." Hold up, y'all. Hold up, y'all. Let me put it on the screen. I did not know it. Thank you, man. Oh, I ain't gonna call his name out because you ain't told me. To call your name out. Hold up, y'all. Let me put that picture up there. Hold up. Wait a minute. Okay, had a picture. Yeah, hold up, hold up, y'all. Let me make it big. Put the picture. Did it pop up on the screen yet? Hold up. What I'm trying to do? Wait a minute. Hold up. Let me see. Oh, there you go. Hold up. Let me try it again. Oh, I hit the wrong button. It's got to open it. I think, yeah, I got too much stuff working. Hold up, y'all. And y'all see old Rob there? Stay dressed in Nike. Y'all see old Rob up there? I did not know this picture was taken. Look at the old man. Here come my grandson again, y'all. I didn't know that. Thank you. Whoever sent me that, you know who you are. I don't want to come. Well, shout out to Gary. Gary Carter sent me that. I'll tell it on him. Makes an early appearance on the show. He making an early. Yeah, Memphis, I got to do something right quick, baby. They were providing details that is high percentage of people they purge. Uh-oh, y'all. He trying to get in here. But let me see what else I got to say. This boy crazy, man. He trying to get in here. Come on, man. Come on. Don't try to climb up on everything, though. All right? Stay right there. Just can you chill for a minute? Okay. But sorry. But let me talk about Bruce Pearl. I want to get here. But thank you, Gary. I did not know that. I did not know. Gary sent me the picture. I didn't look at the picture. I just looked at Trey Young. I said, man, I was right there to their right. He said, you in the picture, dude. I said, wow. I did not know. So let's get back to this. That was at the Mamba event this weekend, the Mamba League Invitational this weekend. Bruce Pearl uses words, y'all, like woke in his, let me put it up there again. So in case y'all didn't know. Yeah, come get him right quick. And when I finish this, I'm gonna come on. All right. Bye, baby. I got to go here, y'all, because I yesterday. Well, see, I need my glasses again. I just want to talk, cause we don't get it. Hold up, we don't. Here we go. What happened? First of all, I'm gonna repeat this again. This guy Tom Cotton. First of all, I want y'all to Google him. If you didn't Google him yesterday, I just need y'all to sometime. Y'all just do a little quick deep Google search. This is the dude, Tom Cotton, that votes against everything that would push forward an agenda that could help people that look like me and you. This guy right here. Okay? So he posted this. Now, watch this now. Watch this. Let me read it for you, because in case you didn't see it. Kamala Harris is so extreme, she wants to kick you off the health insurance you get through your job, which is a lie. Like a true San Francisco radical, calling out a name, she wants everyone, even illegal aliens, not illegal immigrants, legal aliens, on a government plan. That's what he said. Okay? Y'all got me? Y'all got that? Redneck Tom Cotton from Arkansas. Let's see how them folks voted for this clown. This is what he put on the screen. All right? Hold up. Okay, let me just show you, because Robert had it going somewhere today. Okay, I can see the screen better. I had it dark. I got to lighten that thing up. I got old eye. So, when he tweeted it, okay, I'm all right with Tom tweeting it. But then a coach that coached all these black players and built his fortune on black men, he tweets. Let me make his a little bit bigger so I can make it bigger so y'all can see it. Bruce Pearl, coach at Auburn University, who young black men. Hey, let me tell you something. I told NBA mom today. This morning, I talked to the mom of a Hall of Fame NBA player today. I talked to her. She said, "Give me the mama's number. I'll talk to her." Because we got kids in our communities going to visit Auburn. But Bruce Pearl, this what got me. I don't care who you vote for. I ain't telling you not to vote for. Not one time have I mentioned that other than who he vote for. I said Cotton. He said, "Thank you for pointing this out, Senator Cotton. Except my guess is that, like many of her socialists, woke, y'all know what they mean when they say woke, progressive beliefs, she is now changing them or hiding them to get elected. We won't be fooled again." You ain't never had to vote for her, man. You voted for Joe Biden. You won't be fooled again. But this the guy, just like Tommy Tuberville, he complaining about socialism. Listen this. When you are putting a $5.7 million state taxpayer funded salary, it's kind of peak irony to me. You're a state employee. And you talking about socialism? See, just to be clear, having an opinion is fine. I keep telling y'all. Having an opinion is fine. But when you are the head coach, being paid millions of dollars by a university, a certain responsibility comes with that. Recruits, players, families, fans are watching. My young black ballers need to do a hard pass on Auburn University as long as Coach Pearl is drawing up the plays. See, if they love Cotton, if they love that Republican Party, they hate you. They don't mind you helping them make some money. Bruce Pearl is another Tommy Tuberville. I've been preaching this. Tommy Tuberville votes against everything. They got something to do with helping us. He voted the George Floyd bill. He down. He voted he voted everything down. He don't. And the irony that they are both connected to Auburn University says a lot. Unfortunately, the college coaching ranks are full of people just like them. Racist coaches whose livelihoods depend on young black men and their women athletes. Make no mistake about it. If these coaches and these universities could win without black athletes, they will revert back to the pre-1970s model of college athletes, where schools in the SEC, the ACC, and the and schools in the now Big 12 were lily white. But the economics of winning no longer allows these white guys to pretend that they're the best, because some schools will recruit those superior non-white players and beat the living stuffing out of you. The money would dry up, and these multi-million-dollar coaches will be used car salesmen. Bruce Pearl was a cheater. He's been found to cheat. Everybody else got reprimands. Chuck Person ain't coached again nowhere, doing the bidding of Bruce Pearl, but Bruce Pearl still got a job. I would not send my son to any university he's coaching for. And he's from Boston. But thank you, Bruce Pearl, for removing the invisibility cloak and revealing who you really are. I think I think to think you coach young black men, and I ain't seeing nobody comment right now. To think you coach young black men and don't understand what woke is. Coaches making millions of dollars off people they really do not like. That's a thing. Your politics speaks to your character sometimes, y'all. Not everyone can separate the two. I would not want my children to play for a coach whose politics align with this current Republican Party. Mighty Bull, what's up, man? Thank you. Whoever the Mighty Bull, who are you, Mighty Bull? Who are you, Mighty Bull? Who is the Mighty Bull? Mighty Bull, no disrespect for you. Put your name up there on the screen. Let us know who you're talking to. This is the last time I'm gonna call you Mighty Bull. But I was thinking about that, y'all. Because just watching this Jermaine Dupri stuff and Charlamagne the God stuff, because all of us got a voice. We need a weakest link alert. From New York City. Okay, what's up, New York City? What's your name, though? I love New York City. The home of Adam Clayton Powell Jr. Talk to me, New York City. Tell me something about Adam Clayton Powell that people down here in the South don't know. Give us something. But we need a weakest link alert. And I ain't gonna lie, in some arenas that I be in, because I'm not professed to be an expert in all arenas. Sometimes I'm the weakest link. But guess what? I sit there and watch from the stronger links. I don't try to take me being the weakest link. I ain't trying to take over the meeting. Hey, if somebody break in my house and my woman is the better shot, she get the gun. Because I'm trying to win. The current topic is, we got so many topics. It started out, Big Coach. I'm going to summarize. It started out with Kevin Freitman putting on the screen talking about Greg Abbott and Ken Paxton are purging the rolls of Texas of 1 million voters. So we got into that thing. Then I came back and just explained to people, it's something about this vote that I don't think a lot of people understand. Why do they constantly try to take away your vote? Why? And then you got people in the barbershops. You got black men talking about, man, don't vote. Man, I don't even feel like voting. I ain't blah, 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 blah. You follow me? But then we went and talked about Bruce Pearl. We talked about how Bruce Pearl can come on and retweet or like what Tom Cotton tweeted. Tom Cotton, you got to Google him, Arkansas senator, one of the worst human beings. I mean, y'all got to go just watch him talk. Y'all got to see, I watch C-SPAN. I watch what happens in Congress. Y'all, he one of them guys make y'all want to put your hands on him. One of them dudes from Arkansas you want to put your hands on, right? I know Adam Clayton Powell is no longer with us. I said, give us some history of Adam Clayton Powell that people did not know. Mr. New York, we know he's no longer with us. You saying you in New York City, I would hope you can give us something. Let me keep going. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. We know he's no longer with us. We smart enough over here to know that, man. I said, could you give us some insight on what he meant to you in New York? What he meant to you? I just said, you know what? I don't know. Then we'll move on. Okay. And Crystal said, unfortunately, that's not going to change the mind of these kids and their parents, right? Oftentimes, a single struggling black mom will not walk away from potential millions. Going to a college, let me tell you something. Let me help you out, Crystal. Let me help you out, Crystal. Crystal. That man got offered from Texas A&M, Auburn, Kansas, Purdue, SMU, Oklahoma State. All of them can give him some money. So, it ain't about that. He got choices. Crystal, see, maybe I didn't give you enough context. This particular kid's got choices. Yo, that's the only power you have, mamas and daddies. Because once you get on that campus, you ain't got no choices no more. The only choice you can have now is to leave and go into the transfer portal. They control your black butt after that. This same guy, if your son come there and don't perform the way this dude want him to do, he gonna run his little ass right back to you and tell him, take your ass back to your mama. Because Coach K has said that to some people that I know personally. Coach K. Y'all, Coach K so nice. He said, take your black ass back home to your mama. To a player before. Okay? No, you're right. You're right. We always have choices. It's just whether or not which one you're going to choose. But like I said, in these spaces we need, was a great man, did a lot of things. It's all on the internet. That's all I got. Gotcha. My man. Gotcha. All right. Okay. Well, guess what? I got more than that. I think I can teach Adam Clayton Powell. And hold up now. I just learned who he was a few years ago. I think during the pandemic. MB. MB, what's your name? Because I ain't gonna be calling you. I told you. New York. What's your name? I used to come up there every year. I stayed right around the corner from Adam Clayton Powell's, the federal building named after him. I walked by that thing for 4 years and did not know what I was walking by. And I refuse to let any other man, woman, or child who have a chance to go to New York City and not know who and how Powell. He didn't know. See, you just say he was a great man that did a lot of things. It's all on the internet. Everything he did is not on the internet. I had to go and read his books. I had to go and talk to people that lived in New York. I had to go and talk to historians. Everything ain't on the internet. I like to say that he's the most influential person. He did more from people that look like me more than any person in history. That Pell Grant that a lot of y'all have been to school on, Adam Clayton Powell. The minimum wage, because they used to just pay you anything, Adam Clayton Powell. What they call it, the job corps, the job force that train people to get into the workforce, Adam Clayton Powell. Just so, one of the baddest. And I didn't know about him till a few years ago. I wish I had known about him when I was a young man. Bad. First man that came out before James Brown said, "Black is beautiful, baby. Don't let nobody talk to you about your blackness. Black is beautiful, Alexander." Adam Clayton Powell was a bad man, man. But every time, if you notice, every time I talk about him, I just light up. Because I want some young man to say, I like Louis Farrakhan. Nothing like Adam Clayton Powell. Nothing. Adam Clayton Powell was a preacher, but also a congressman. He integrated, Alexander, the congressional locker rooms in the congressional, they used to, black congressmen couldn't eat in the congressional lunchroom, couldn't get a haircut at the congressional barbershop, couldn't work out in the congressional gym. Black congressmen couldn't. And he said, "Oh, hell no." And then he invited all his friends in there to eat too. And then tell the waiter, "Come here, man. You more watch him so they don't put nothing in my food." Adam Clayton Powell was so cold. He knew his constituents in New York wouldn't be able to come to Washington all the time to see a Senate hearing, a hearing, a congressional hearing. Guess what he did, Alexander? He brought all the senators and told them, "We going to New York." Right there in the middle of Harlem, outside, they had their congressional hearing right there, so the people in Harlem can see it. Alexander, he wrote a book called "Marching While Black." Alexander, "Marching While Black." 20 years before the Montgomery boycott. He did it in 1944. And what he did, the buses in New York wouldn't hire black people. So he told everybody, "Don't get on the bus. Everybody black, don't get on the bus." Until they start hiring black people. He got them to hire. Con Edison, your electricity place up there. Guess what? They wouldn't hire no blacks. So guess on Tuesday night, what he did, he said, that's the blackout. Hey, if you're black, don't use no electricity on Tuesday night. Then when you go pay your bill, pay in pennies so it take a long time for them to collect their money. So they got to hire. They had to hire black tellers, had to hire black people to work at Con Edison. Then he went down to Harlem. So don't shop in none of these shops. If you ain't working in there, don't buy where you can't work campaign. This Adam Clayton Powell. So when I ask you that, and you say you from New York, man, let me tell you something. One of the greatest men in history. And they don't want you to know about him. Let me tell you why. Because they didn't want a young black boy from Memphis, Tennessee to know about that man. I'm just telling you. Hold on. I got something else for you. Got something else for you. Glad you said that though, because it's their time. But some really broke my heart about it, about Adam Clayton Powell. Was some kind of it kind of broke my heart. He let me see, I'm trying to find it. I want to get it verbatim, but I'm gonna paraphrase it here in a minute. I got it somewhere. But what happened is the New York Times wrote an article when he passed away, because him, I'm gonna find it. I got to find it because I want to read that to you. I want to read that to you. I'm sorry, y'all got to hold up, because this stuff. Thank you, man. Because somebody need to hear this right now. Let me see. Hold up. Come on. Where's my folders? I know I got an Adam Clayton Powell folder somewhere. There we go, right there. Okay. All right. I got a folder of him. This man's so cold. I got a folder. It's probably right here somewhere. But what got me? He integrated the armed forces. Let me see. What happened? The New York Times had wrote an article, and they said, on this day, two civil rights leaders died around the same time, same date. Adam Clayton Powell and Martin Luther King. One left a legacy and one didn't. I'll never forget that. And I got to find it to you, because I want here it comes. I think I got it. It said, New York Times now. I'm gonna tell you about this same New York Times. I got another story about them today. But this is what it said. This is what got me. In my research, Alexander, it startled me. He said Adam Clayton Powell died on April the 4th, 1972. But on April the 6th, 1972, April the 6th, 2 days after he died, it was an editorial in the New York Times that said, April the 4th, it's the editorial, 1968, a black leader named Martin Luther King was killed in Memphis. 4 years later to the day, April 4th, 1972, a black leader named Adam Powell died in Jackson Memorial Hospital in Miami, Florida. One died and left a legacy. The other died and left nothing. I've never resented anything more in my life for them to even suggest that 2 days after his death, that the man who changed life as we knew it for us and for other Americans that were poor left no legacy. They always try to play us one against the other. I don't want us to follow. See, they didn't want us to follow this model of protest and power. They don't mind the protest, but they don't want you to have the power. Even if they accept the protest, you're not supposed to ever have power. And Adam Clayton Powell preached power, Alexander. Economic power, political power, and did it. And he never bowed down to him. He was defiant. Yes, he talked crazy to him. And one of the facts about Powell's life that you might not get on the internet, he made a speech at Howard University in 1963. When he was the first one to utter the term Black Power. And when they asked him about it, he said, we must seek audacious power. Not just power, audacious power. Listen, these people wanted to erase him from history, just like they did to Alexander. Because he just said he's just a good guy. They wanted to erase him for history, and they did a good job. They never wanted a guy like me to emulate him. And what bothers me is that we let people do that to us. Thank you, Alexander, for your candid and for your answer. People in New York, should do the same thing for power that Atlanta did for Dr. King. Because power, in concrete terms, did more than anybody. And it's amazing to me that they are able to reduce a man that I don't care who you name, did more, and they have tried to erase him for history. Don't you let them erase the Chop Shop. Don't you let them erase Mark Edwards. Don't you let them erase what Trey Phillips did for this girls' basketball in this community. Don't y'all let these people erase what Crystal Fordham doing down there in Atlanta with her own real estate firm. Don't y'all let them erase what Big Coach is doing in the community with these young players. Don't you let them erase Sonia Billingsley and what she's doing in her community, in her family. Don't you let them erase what Jay Jackson is doing in this, what Brad Kimball is doing. Brad is from New York. Don't y'all let these people erase what Ricky Scott has done in his community. What Tanya Kimber is doing in her community. What Kevin Freitman has done in his community. We can't let these people erase and tell us who we need to. Charlemagne the God, don't let them think that Charlemagne the God is your hero and speak for you. I did not mean to talk about this today. That's the way it goes. Because I was talking about the weakest link. I was talking about. What's up, Jameson? Jameson, all I'm talking about is the weakest link. At some point in my life, I played a role as the weakest link. But Jermaine Dupri got all of those views the other day when he get to talking about ignorant stuff that he just didn't know. And then he got all that. But when him and Roland Martin had the follow-up conversation, y'all got to hear me on this one. It didn't do as well. When he came on there talking about comedy and didn't have a clue Just a simple Google search would have told him what was going on. And Roland explained to him. He agreed. He apologized. He straightened it up. But guess what? People didn't want to hear and view when he straightened it up. Jameson Morrow, does that remind you of something? Trey Phillips, does that? Mark Edwards, does that remind you of something? Did that remind you of something? He said the misinformation, the stuff that he didn't know, he said that it went viral. When he came to retract and said, man, I just didn't know what the hell. Didn't nobody want to hear it. Does that happen in grassroots basketball? Does that happen in our community in Houston, Texas? Does that happen? James Ma, is anybody on there? Can I hit the mic? Is anybody check, baby? 1, 2, 3. Hold up. Where's my sound effect? Hold up, because y'all ain't talking to me. Hold up. I had to do that with myself. Because y'all ain't saying nothing. I had to give myself something on that one. Watch this. So the correction video didn't do as well as the misinformation that Jermaine Dupee put out there. And when you have the microphone, y'all, Jay Jackson, you got to understand, when you have this platform, you say, I'm tripping. No, I got a responsibility. No. He ain't my great-granddad. But King Sticks, if you live your life and understand what I'm talking about, you would understand how important this guy is. I wish. Who can we talk about is like that now? I want to do something so great that somebody talking about me when I'm dead and gone. What are we doing? King Sticks. See, King Sticks, unlike other people, I don't mind giving other people credit. He ain't got to be no kin to me. But I know what he's done. And I see how hard it is to get one damn George Floyd damn bill passed here. One damn John Lewis bill, and everybody like him bill passed here. And he passed all that back there, and he was the only black man in Congress. It's unbelievable to me. So the correction video didn't do as well as the misinformation video that Jermaine Dupee put out there. And see, when you have a microphone and you put out information that's incorrect, you have the responsibility to correct it. Just as loud as you put out the misinformation. I'll never forget. That's why I respect D.L. Hughley so much. Y'all remember I told y'all I let people tell me negative stuff about Kamala Harris. And I took it and ran with it. I didn't do no research. I didn't. I just said, well, I don't like us. I don't like us. Yeah. Because I went by what their ignorant ass told me. Y'all quit. Y'all friend. Listen. I know y'all love y'all friend. But don't you take what these people take. Don't you even take what I say is face value. When y'all get off this show, I want y'all to fact check this stuff I'm telling y'all. Then you're going to learn like I did. When them dude was telling me about Kamala Harris, one of my partners, I called it L.A. I said, man, who is this girl? I messed around and called somebody who lived out there in Oakland. Y'all got to understand, I spent a lot of time in Oakland in my life. Charles Woodson, one of my favorite clients in the world, he played for the Oakland Raiders. I didn't know nothing about Kamala Harris because she was a DA. We wasn't doing nothing illegal. So I didn't have to know about her. But I let somebody else tell me about her. And then I went and studied and said, oh, that one. I said, what? No. Because y'all don't understand. We don't do y'all. Robert had a deed. What I do? I messed around and just did my research. Then he said, no, Rob, this girl here. No, Rob, look at here. Then Rob, look at here. Then Rob. Man, she got a white husband. So? But I let people talk me into it because I didn't go look for myself. But when I found out, I've been an advocate for her, and I apologize publicly on this platform that right here that I said the ignorant stuff about her. Because when you have a microphone, you have to put out you have to put out information that's you can't put out information that's incorrect. You have a responsibility to correct it as loud as the misinformation. These people don't do they just don't do the research. This is the information cycle. Excuse me, the misinformation cycle that I warn y'all about. Celebrity-based questions, athlete-based questions, and followers who also don't research the topics but believe it and make it go viral. And when you follow up with the truth and the facts, it's too late. The damage is already done. When we are in an environment where misinformation can weaponize and harm us, we got to pay attention to it. You got me? Hold up, where else I at? Where I at? Oh, I got don't forget now. I got some New York Times stuff for y'all. I got to help y'all about this. Hold up. We was talking about Angel Reese. Some of that we was talking about Angel Reese. And let me tell y'all something. And I don't know if y'all been watching it, but that girl, Kaylin Clark, might be a little bit better than I thought she was. I'm just saying. She said, "Why can't she have a white husband and be and that may be what they mad about and don't get me started?" Yeah, she can't. Yeah, but guess what? I was shallow to that in the beginning too, and then I said, "Wait a minute." I always taught my kids to grow up and love who they want to love. I did. So, it's just rough, but everybody don't teach their kids the way I teach my kids. Wow. But I'm just looking at some stuff. They telling me that I'm gonna show y'all some. This is why I don't like sports. Is just watch this. Uh, let me see. Who is this? Let me see. Oklahoma Sooners suspend DeMarco Murray, the running back coach. He got suspended for recruiting violation. What in this climate? Let me see what he did, y'all. Hold up. Let me see. I got to see. Hold up. According to NCAA Committee of Infraction, Murray impermissibly, contacted prospects and their family before he was allowed to. Okay. All right. Okay. But then hold up, y'all. Let me go down. The Chiefs are parting ways with Kadarius Toney less than 2 years after delivering one of the iconic plays for NFL mean not for long for you. Yeah. Okay. Just give me NFL owners to vote for private equity. Uh-oh. I'm going to have to study that one. I'm going to come back, y'all, on that one. Because there's some stuff going on. NFL owned, because they've been keeping private equity firms out of the NFL. Okay. I'm going to go back to that one. I'm just going to give y'all some sports before I get back. Pat Mahomes' father get probation on his DWI case, and what? Travis Kelce and his brother Jason just signed a podcast deal with Amazon Winery that is reportedly worth $100 million over 3 years. This is the kind of mess that these people be watching. Did y'all hear what I just said? Jason Kelce, Travis Kelce. I ain't never watched not one of their podcasts. Wow. Huh. Hmm. 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 Got to look that one up too. Got to look that one up too. But let me get back. What time is it? You know I got to look at my time. Anybody else? Anybody have any? Coach Kevin Freidman started the show off. Anybody got something they really just said, Robert, something going on in this news cycle just getting on my nerve. Huh? Anybody? Because I got to talk to my brothers here in a minute. My brother. But y'all, I saw something. I saw something. Anybody got something? Talk to me, Mark. When you know better, you do better, bro. Mark. The New York Times, Mark. The New York Times. That same newspaper that wrote that article about Adam Clayton Powell. That will be forever etched in my heart and my mind. They published an op-ed, was it yesterday? Day before yesterday. Wait a minute. What's that? Yesterday. Might have been day before yesterday. Guess what it was called? Man, my people need to know this. Did anybody see it? Because some of y'all are so brilliant. Did anybody see it? New York Times published an op-ed the other day. It should have just jumped off the page at you. Did I put it up here? Oh, no. I ain't put it up on the screen. It was called, watch this, y'all. Trump can win on character. Somebody Google it. Watch this. I'm just going to Google it. Hold up, y'all. Wait a minute. Yeah. Trump can win on character. Because you know some of y'all just don't believe stuff sometimes. I think y'all can see that. August 26th. Y'all should be sharing this show and telling your friends, what? But we worry about whether our kid can hit a ball and we better make sure their ass can read. Trump can win on character. This dude named Rich Lowry wrote it. A Fox News guy. Trump can win. Thank you, Kevin Freidman. At least somebody said something. Trump can win on character. See, y'all, every day when I come on this show, I have this dilemma. Should I talk about what's trending? I told y'all about Travis Kelce. Talk about it. Or should I talk about what's not trending and need to be talked about? Check this out. That one, wow. And they publish stuff like this, ladies and gentlemen. The racist guy who has not paid his small contractors yet. Count. A lot of them guys went out of business who helped build his hotels. He ain't never paid them. The bankruptcy president, the guy who destroyed Atlantic City, New Jersey. Character. The guy who stiffed students money going to Trump University and then giving them their money back. Character. The guy who still says the Central Park 5 are guilty and they've been exonerated. This is a guy who you think can win with character. This dude wrote an article in the New York Times, y'all. Google it, Jay. I don't want y'all to take it my own. I want y'all to Google. I just Google it and it popped right up. I would think, Mr. Lowry, that you have no character. Because you used to be a never Trumper. This same guy. Oh, I can't stand it. What has changed his mind? Multiple convicted felon, twice impeached, tried to overthrow an election, said disrespectful and disgusting things about his opponents, facing jail time. Let's not forget the COVID-19 disaster, refusing to give money to states that didn't support him during the COVID crisis. No, ladies and gentlemen, this is the character of the Republican Party. That is Moody. I looked at my New York Times. I had seen an article, and the article said it, and I had to share it with y'all. Trump can win with character. I tell people, y'all listen to me, so y'all can be smartest people in the nail shop, in the barber shop. I tell people this Trumpism didn't happen in a vacuum. I blame Reagan. I blame Nixon. I blame Ford. I blame Bush. And I blame his son. They created this mess. Yes. That is Moody. Hold up. Hold up. That's right. I can put it on my phone. Hold on. Hold up, y'all. Hold up. Let me see. Watch this. Hold up. Hold up, y'all. Watch this. How do I'm trying to reverse it. Hold on. Oh, I messed up. It messed up. They said Trump can win with character. Think about this, y'all. Stepping on your wife, out on your wife with a sex worker. His vice president does not support him in his campaign. Nor has any of his cabinet members are supporting him in his campaign. What character does this speak to? What character? How? And many of his attorneys are already in jail or has lost their license. Y'all know I got to put that on. Hold up, y'all. I got to put that on the screen. I can't. Y'all got to see this. I can't believe these people put that on there, man. I can't believe them people put that on there. New York Times. I got to put it on the screen because I just don't feel it's getting the effect that I want. I got to put this on the screen. That is moving. Where's that? That is moving. Hold on. That's it right there. That is moving. Let me see. Can I drag it? Hold up. Nope, nope, nope. I didn't want to do that. I just want to drag it. Can I drag it? Yes. Drag it and drop it. Can I drag it and drop it? I dragged it and dropped it. Now let's just wait on it to come on. Y'all got to see it. That is moved and put it on. That is moved and put it on the screen for y'all. I think it's power. Yeah. There it is. There it is. I'm making it small. Let me make it a little bigger for you. Trump can win with character. Unbelievable. Be careful. And I'll share some more with y'all about this tomorrow on Women Rock Wednesday because I got something for you. But Jimmy, I'm gonna try to bring you in right here. Let's see. What's going, man? What's going
What
on?
I miss? What I miss?
It's too much to talk about. You good? You just come on,
I
come
got
on, come on in with your guns blazing.
well shoot. Hey, I told you guys, I warned you guys. Well, not warn you. I tried to influence you guys to watch some of that Little League. Why am I going so slow?
I don't know. You're sounding good though. I don't know. I don't know. It was rolling good till you popped in there, but I'm. Let me see if I pop me out and just pop you in.
That testing 1 2. You guys are there. Make sure you share the show if you haven't done so. It looked like it was um, trying to get the audio and the video in sync. But anyway, you guys can share the show if you haven't done so. Quick, I try to influence you guys to watch that Little League Baseball uh, World Series of Little League Baseball that took place last week. Awesome, unbelievable. Shout out to the little kids down in Florida uh, who took first place, beat China in the championship game on a error in the bottom of the last inning. Texas had that same Florida team beat and just squandered the game in the last inning against this Florida team. I thought that the team from Texas would have took care of business and ran the table, but unfortunately they didn't. Um, Also, I was noticing uh, college news. I'm hearing that Clarence Paye has been either suspended or dismissed from the team at Louisiana Tech. Clarence Paye, um, remember back in the fall, he was flirting around with Prairie View, then committed to Louisiana Tech, decommitted from Louisiana Tech, then went back, and now he's having to find another school, or if he wants to play basketball this freshman season. But I think, and from my intel, that he needs definitely uh, he needs probably just keep your prayers up for the young man, and it's nothing anything didn't uh, he's not in no type of legal or judicial system of problems like that. Just that it needs a little help. So everybody, is a work in progress. So he's hopefully things will get better for that young man. He has plenty of talent, and he's going to play probably get another chance somewhere. That's without question on that. Also, I learned, speaking of college news, I learned the UTSA had a they. I guess, man, this we grew up in old days. It's times and this stuff is you can't deny it. It's there. They're often starting right now this fall, which I think other schools are going to start tacking on and adopting this stuff in the near future. They're offering a degree for social media influencers. You can actually major in in social media influence, and that's the University of Texas at San Antonio. Starting this fall, they're expecting about 80 kids. Like they said, as of yesterday, about 20 had signed up, and they're expecting another 60 to have to go through the process of vetting through those applicants to take this course. Uh, Remember now, this is a degree that they're giving, but the course, no, I mean, accepted into the program that leads into that degree. So that's remarkable. I mean, it's the sign of the times. A lot of majors that we had, and the things that they had available for people to major in, probably aren't as uh, beneficial or fruitful in society as some of the as they were when they got them. A lot of schools have outdated stuff that you can major in. That what are you going to use them for? So I see some schools getting with the times are going to be the thing. Also, this past weekend, uh, the Battle of the Bands took place at uh, uh, at the Reliant NRG Stadium, and what I went to that Battle of the Band. I don't know if it was last year or year before. I actually went. I think somebody from out of town was here, and I took him over there. I can't remember who was with
Chad
me.
Grove.
Chad Grove, that's who it was. Took him so he can get the HBCU experience as I mean, don't get it twisted. He's had it before, but not this type of not in that type of environment. When we left right before, cause we beat the traffic, and so I'm not sure. Do they crown a winner of the Battle of the Bands, or is it just each band just performs as they did last year? I don't, because I haven't heard people claim that they were the winner. So I'm wondering, is it just a, you know? Now I do like what I did learn with this Battle of the Bands. It ain't like you guys, people just come and just play the songs. They provide the bands with a theme, and the theme, and then they have to make songs, come up and play songs, perform songs that is that are in sync with whatever the theme is. So I think this year's themes was culture, something like that, of the city or whatever. So a lot of people, of course, that means a lot of bands probably played some some some, some screwed up click music and some UGK type music, or some Bum B type music, Slim Thug type music, that had necessarily Beyonce and whatnot. That was neat to know. But if you haven't went to one of those Battle of the Bands, I think it really is a nice little something to take a kid to, especially if they are in music or involved in any way with music. We have Rock on Wood took place this past Sunday for the 11th and the 12th graders. You guys are waiting. Doug Jones is expected to post the recap at any moment in the next hour or so on rcssports.com. Um, that as good crowd. Ruck on Wood, of course, is the element of it, or the culture of Ruck on Wood has changed since COVID. Before COVID, players wanted to be there. They felt they had to be there because not only was it you playing some ball in a different type of environment without your coach calling plays, without this figuring out. You also get a chance to take photos for the magazine. And like I said, and so now a lot of the guys that are considered top shelf, they I see news coming across the screen. Those and that is
Keep going. That was late. It popped up late.
Yeah. So a lot of those guys, they don't normally show up. I don't solicit and do the invites. That don't mean they would have came, but Doug Jones handles all invites, and and that's Doug, and I give him the direct and say, Doug, you don't have to beg nobody to come play and Ruck on Wood. It's open gym. Why should you have to beg a kid or somebody to influence their kid to come and play? Those same guys, they broke their neck. Some of those same persons of influence would break their neck and would beg for their kids to be a part of this thing. The city made it what it was. Now, it's still going to be a Ruck on Wood, and a lot of those kids that were there, they wanted to be there. Those that didn't want to be there, they weren't there for the most part. I'm telling you, I'm good with it. I'm good with it. I am really good with it. And because if you have to beg them to come, you got to beg them to stay. And the way that this thing go, they played $40 out of. There were 4 different colleges that was present. 2 colleges from Texas, and 2 colleges one college from Arkansas and 1 college from South Carolina, right? So it's 4 colleges with about maybe 8 college coaches, with 4 colleges. You pay $40 to play in front of 4 and be evaluated by 4 colleges. Well, if you're thinking about bang for the buck, that's not bad bang for the buck at all. At all. And you get to sleep in your own bed. You pay $40. You played in front of 4 colleges. And those colleges were there pretty much that entire session for those 12th graders. So these are opportunities that we present to you guys to be able to help yourself in affordable events and in affordable opportunities. I like the fact, and I shout out the young men, BJ Gill, Caden Moneylaw, Ehud Tesfahi, Taj Petaway, Cameron Lewis, Elijah Sherwood, Anouk Rizai, and Nathaniel Nguyen. Those young men took took the championship of the 12th grade division. They were going up, they were balling. This kid Elijah Sherwood, he was on that state championship team from Hitchcock. He knows how to win. Had fun. Drove all the way down. Also coming down 45, Taj Petaway, Galveston Ball High School. Drove all the way from Galveston to get some work in. There was a young man that went to Bryan High School. They said, man, can we please get in this thing? Sure. You want a ball? Yeah, come on. And once again, those kids may not have the fears that some of the others, they don't have to be Division I prospects. Culture has changed. There wasn't Division I schools in the building. Those were non-Division I college coaches in the building. So guess what? They got to play in front of those guys. And they got to just ball, man. Just play basketball. So we thank everybody. Now, what I did like about the 12th grade session is the fact that there was about a half dozen guards that were there that probably are considered, if there were, we don't do any rankings anymore, but if there were, the range is what I focus on now. That's if you want RCS sports, don't do rankings, we do range now. But so these guys would be in those 6 would be in the top range of guards in the area. Not saying they are the top 6 guards. They are in the range, meaning that if you had a range of 10 guards, 20 guards, these guys would be in that range of 20 guards. And so shout out to them for coming in no particular order. You had, I mentioned BJ Gill, uh, Ian Lowe, Aiden Law, uh, Jordan Buckner, Jason Scott, and of course Calvin Murphy the third. So those young men took it out, and their families took it out their time to come and support the event. It was about 83, between 85 kids in each of the sessions. Um, Say we'll talk more. I don't want to jump the gun. Wait till Doug post the the players uh, that caught his eyes from the camp. I mean, not the camp. I'm tripping from Ruck on Wood. That's good stuff. I mean, it's all like I said. It's good stuff. Serves a purpose, and it gives us an opportunity to collect intel, updated intel on young people, and also get photos. That way, the website, the front of the website, starting this season and this fall, will be much more populated and be much more updated on the front of it. As probably it probably won't be as dispopulated since back in the days when it wasn't but one page, when it was a web page instead of a website. It's going to be a lot of stuff that's going to be coming on that front page for you guys. That way, we don't force you to have to get a membership, uh, which that's cool, but don't we're going to give you a reason and influence you to pass through there. And the more that way, if you're passing through there, more people that don't normally come through there, then it drives up the opportunities for small businesses to advertise their companies on the website. So as you see how this stuff is going to go, we're going to give you if we're going to put different photos, different kids, what they're doing, pop, 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 be on there. So shout for that. Also, Super 16 extravaganza is coming up. That's in October the 4th and the 6th. The schedule is posted on the RCS Sports app, the RCS Sports app. You can get that schedule right now for the Super 16. We got a lot of team. I think King Stick said that RJ Green played. Yes, RJ Green played. He was there. It's a young man from Iowa Colony, if I'm not mistaken. Iowa Colony showed up. They had about three or four guys that was balling up there. The team is going to be really good.
BJ don't play for that team anymore, does he?
He put Iowa Colony on his. See, that's one thing about I like and work on Woodhouse is that when they sign in, they put their school, right?
Yeah, because he played on somebody else's team during the
But that was during the TABC.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was TA. That was in summer. But he's back at Iowa Colony. Remember when you leave and go to school, that was summer ball anyway. So even if you had checked out, you can automatically go back to your school, and you're good to go. Especially then. So BJ Gill and Robert Green is in that backcourt together with some other guys. I'm telling you, they got Iowa Colony was they were deep. They were deep, and those type of things, it goes and you factor in, but they're no longer 4A. Our colony has moved up to 5A now. So that's a team that you can't ignore because 5A, understand, Thurgood Marshall, Barbers Hill, Port Arthur Memorial, those are then of course well, I'm not sure if Colleen Ellison is still in that region or not, but our colony is a new kid on the block. You better look out for them this year in there. So we'll talk about that, of course, as things get closer. I'm looking at some of the comments, and I'm reading some of the comments now. See, shout out to some of you guys just tuning in. Alfio says Sherwood played for TJ Ford, yeah, and shout out to the people over at the Legacy, the School of Sports Science, for you guys tuning in. It is currently 45 minutes past the hour, and also trying to think something that I missed from you guys. Football season, college football season started this past weekend, and that is up on us now. NFL season is a week and a half away. We are approaching Labor Day weekend. PV, TSU, Labor Day Classic are among many showdowns that are taking place around the country in college football. But I definitely, it's definitely not a shortage of things for you guys to do as you take some of the kids to go and see in whatever city that you live in. Um, what's I have for you guys? Trying to think. Oh, in regards to national news, you guys have noticed that highly touted, uh, 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 how would you say it? Highly touted prospect or NBA hopeful Cooper Flag has agreed to a deal with New Balance that was that was shocking to a lot of people, but it was definitely new. When once deals like that hit the surface, then you start peeling back and connecting the dots backwards, and you realize that this was definitely uh, in motion for quite some time, which there always are. It just and but this young man is going to on the campus at Duke right now as a student athlete currently, and Duke is one of the flagship elite programs, sponsored programs from up under Nike, the Nike umbrella, collegiate program that is. And so he, off the court, he'll be a New Balance from head to toe and doing a lot of stuff. On the court, he's still will have to wear his Nikes on the court. Um, but so that's big news in regarding that. And so what happens when that type of stuff go down in such fashion? He's not the first and not the last, guys. Cooper Flag is not the first and he's not the last to play up under a certain sneaker line and then sign somewhere else. Not the first, not the last. He's just that he's Cooper Flag is different because he was the next. He's the great white hope right now, and there's no way I could have said it and let it a little bit smoother for you. But he's a white mega star on the amateur basketball level right now, and it's
I got a
always
question
good.
though, right before you go. What do you mean about you say you after you see it you can connect? What dots could you connect that he would leave a program what you know what really and truly because that team up there didn't even really have no program from where he from. He from Maine, right? So
Yeah,
he didn't have a relationship with Nike and them all the way through or something.
yeah,
Why you
yeah. He did Montverde. He was
okay?
there since 10th grade. He was at Montverde since 10th grade. That was in motion. Yeah.
So
So he had a
so
relationship.
why would how could Nike miss on him?
I mean, it happens. It happens. It
But
happens
no,
like
I'm just saying how can I know it happens, but it don't happen that often.
yeah, it happens. It happens more than we just not understand. With him, it's magnified because he's he's what society has portrayed him to be. He's Cooper Flag. He's a white guy. But truth be told, I mean, you think about it. You can go backwards. I mean, just a couple of years ago, um, guys that were on that shelf, Trey Young, right? Missed on him. De'Aaron Fox, you missed on him. Uh, Tyrese Maxey, you missed on him.
They didn't miss on Aaron Fox with Nike in the beginning. Jimmy, what are you talking about?
Uh,
He was in the Nike when he came out. Came out. They didn't miss on him. He switched from over to there. He switched over to Nike. That's not the same thing. I'm talking about coming out of high school. Let's compare the guys coming out of high school.
well, the guys that coming out of high school, I just named you two or three. Out of the two, Trey Young was one,
Trey Young,
right?
okay.
Uh, uh, the Bahamas kid,
They didn't
DeAndre
want Trey
Ayton.
Young though, but who else? Nike didn't want
Aiden.
Trae Young, but keep going. Who else?
I said Aiden. Aiden was top player in the country.
DeAndre Ayton. They didn't want
Yeah,
him either, but keep going.
yeah, they did. But Marvin Bagley.
I mean, they didn't want him
There was
like
no.
Clip Cooper. I'm talking about
What do you
Cooper
mean?
Flag. Neither one of them guys you named me have no
They
fizz
wasn't.
like Cooper Flag.
Cooper Flag has fit. If Cooper Flag was black, Cooper Flag would be Marvin Bagley. It'd be a regular. It wouldn't be the same fizz. It wouldn't.
What?
And guess what? I don't have no problem. If Cooper Flag was black,
Man,
Flag,
Bagley wasn't. Man, Bagley
I'm
wasn't
talking
killing
about.
people like. No, Jimmy, I ain't agreeing with that. I ain't agreeing with that. I can't. I got a different. Cooper Flag was tearing dudes' head off and winning every single time. At Marvin Bagley ain't won nothing yet.
Well, Adam, put it like
No.
this. Take Marvin Bagley name out of it. Any of black name
Well,
you throw
you
in there
mention
didn't
him though.
sound.
Well, don't take his name out after you done mentioned him.
I'm talking about this. I mentioned him because the situation of being ranked number one in or number two in the country. That's what I was talking about. That's the context what I'm talking about. Not comparing them as the player. I'm talking about the slot of being you signing number one, number two player who's projected to be a lottery pick and is going to be a lottery pick, just like Marvin Bagley and them was, and DeAndre Ayton was. They were lottery picks, top 5, top 3. So I'm saying in those money slots, those guys were similar, and Nike didn't get those guys.
Nike don't want some of them guys though, man.
Okay, but remember when the accusations came out, because that was time back then, was a time when the stuff was going down with Adidas and all this stuff, and the guys were going to jail and whatnot, and something was an accusation about a $1 million house. You don't want him, but you put all this up under that. Yeah, you did. Yeah, you did. You might didn't want him as much, but you wanted him. Okay, we can go all the way back to keep going for Nike. One of the first ripples of it was Derrick Rose. So Derrick Rose, let's go straight to him. What happened with Derrick Rose? They didn't want Derrick Rose. Derrick Rose signed with Adidas.
We didn't say they didn't want Derrick Rose.
Nobody said it that. Happens. I'm taking you back through time.
But you said forget time. Let's talk about Cooper Flag right now. That's all we want to talk about. This boy won. Everything was in front of him. And Nike don't want him?
No. What do you mean? Who said he didn't want him? Who said somebody didn't want him? Where you get that from?
But they lost on him. I'm just trying to say, you said it's some reasons. I thought you had a reason, but evidently you ain't got no reason.
A reason is somebody, just like it happens, okay, just like it happened with Derrick Rose. Nike has a headquarters in Chicago, Illinois. They put a lot of resources up under Derrick Rose. Remember the Mean Streets program, Mean Streets basketball program.
Hold up. They gave Derrick Rose an offer with his brother that Nike wasn't going to do.
Okay, it happens.
So
that's part of the deal.
So I'm saying, hold up, but I know about that one. Tell me the Cooper Flag story.
When understand that stuff happens, and just as it happened with LeBron James when he first signed, they had to work a deal with his people. That's commonplace.
No. I think you're missing me. I'm saying I want to know something happened with this Cooper Flag stuff. Either Nike didn't have a relationship with him, something happened. Because who he signed with, New Balance, got that much, gave him that much that Nike didn't want to match it right now. Nike didn't believe in. It's something, man. I'm just trying to figure out. It's something. What you say, I'm going to use your words. A white American basketball player like this that won everything, every tournament, everything, every time. Then every time he go around them guys, he went to the top 100. Everywhere he go, he tells them dudes a new one. And I'm just trying to see how could you not, how could he not be with Nike? Well, I thought you had some. I don't understand. I can't believe Nike dropped it on that.
No, it happens. It happens. He's not the first, ain't the last.
Ain't nobody like him. When the last person like him? I'm talking about White got all of this. Ain't nobody like him. Trey, don't mention no Trey Young and no DeAndre Ayton, sorry. And he about to get traded again. DeAndre Ayton. That same dude he about to get his ass run up out of Portland right now. Yeah. Hey, you can get him. Hey, you can get him for a song and a dance right now. I'm just trying to. All I'm trying to do is say, cause me, even I'm talking about me, I'd had to have him on my roster, whatever it took.
Well, not if the price. Everybody got a price.
Okay.
And everybody, okay. and everybody got a price that they're not going to go beyond.
Okay, but they didn't want to pay the price.
And so obviously, so the thing is, Nike has an option now. They have the option to go and
that man said, "Hold on, Jimmy, Mark Edwards. I ain't never said nothing about. You might think about this. I don't agree with this. Cooper's superpower is his motor. Hell no. His superpower, he's a dog. He can shoot it, he can dribble it, he can pass it, he can throw your stuff up out of there. He ain't like no damn Mark Matson or no Tyler Hansberry. You got to be. What are you talking about, man? Let me put that on the screen, man. Mark Edwards been drinking today. Did you give him some of that Grand Marnier you got up there with the thing on top? That man said Cooper's superpower is his motor. I ain't never heard nobody say, "Oh, Moody, he's got a hell of a motor." Jimmy, oh my God. I know you don't like to agree with me, but God, Mark Tyler Hansberry and Mark Matson, Mark Edwards don't know nothing. Mark, I'm sorry. But keep going, Jimmy. I can't believe that man. I can't believe that came out that man's mouth. I can't believe it. But keep going.
One of the things is not guaranteed. The money that sneaker companies put up under people is based on a lot of things nowadays. One of the metrics that are used now that wasn't in the past is also their power, their social media presence, and their power to be able to expand beyond the conventional ways of marketing. New now. So
what happened to you, Jimmy, over there? You blacked out.
What happened,
man? You just blacked out.
Yeah, I see that.
Might come back. Let me see, can I put you by yourself? Will it work? Oh, let him come back in. Yo, Mark Matson? Man, I can't. Mark, I'm appalled. Shut up.
Yeah, there we go.
I got you.
So, what I'm saying in regarding to that, but time will tell. Time will tell in regarding the Cooper flag on this stuff. Like I said earlier, is that when deals go through like this, you can connect the dots backwards, because in the days to come, the details are going to surface out, and then people are going to say, and you start connecting and realizing who left the gate open or who left the light on in certain rooms. But we do know with Cooper Flag, his mother runs the ship.
Oh yeah.
Is the point guard on
this? Mark is back because he said something true. Now you right. He might not sell no shoes. Now you right.
That's the problem. That probably goes into the metric on whatever number that
Jimmy, there's a lot of people that don't sell shoes to me, and Nike got them on their roster.
Yeah, but you get for one reason or another, and would understand. So guess what? Like I was about to say earlier before we clipped off, and you guys know we get ready to land this plane in a second, is that Nike, understand when you're going after two guys, you can't push the number too high on one. It's kind of like them dealing with these wide receivers in the NFL. How does the number go up for one, and the other one gonna want the same? CD want the same money as Jefferson, and it goes. So you got to kind of play that game, or play that smart game in negotiating. Well, when I say that other guy is AJ DeBonster. So now Nike has to go and try. They can't lose AJ. It's very possible. It's very possible that they could lose AJ. He could go to Under Armour and you wouldn't even blink. He's a different type of kid. Understand? Different, meaning that the leading school for AJ DeBunster right now, you know what it is? You know what it is, Alan? What the school right now? If you
Utah.
put your right pocket on it. No,
Utah.
BYU.
Huh?
BYU.
I mean,
BYU.
Utah, BYU. Yeah.
So you think about this black guy.
Why would he move out there? Where is he from?
It's
Where
a
is
1
he
million.
from?
He lives. His home base was on the East Coast in New Jersey, right?
And he go to a prep school in Utah?
Well, no, he went to prep school in California.
No, he's going there now. He at a prep school now in Utah.
Know, but the prep school in Utah is think about it. That's a new school. It's a $1 million NIL deal that's on the table for him to go to that school. Wouldn't you go there too?
Yeah, but I'm just saying.
Okay, that's once again, $1 million to go to this school in high school in 12th grade, reportedly or rumored to be. That's the answer to all questions. It's like everybody, okay, no, I see, I understand. So now, while you got him in this state, BYU is in the Big 12. BYU, remember they did a report on one of the mainstream outlets last week. They had an article on NIL. They surveyed random college coaches around the country and asked them which schools had the biggest NIL bag. Arkansas in basketball. Arkansas was number 1. BYU was number 2 amongst those coaches. So BYU has the bag. Now the thing is, think about it. People would think, man, this kid would never go to no Utah. Looking at it a year ago, reading the book from the front to the back, you would never think that this kid would have been playing in Utah.
So you said to me, Nike saving their money for AJ Banster ain't gonna spend no money this year.
I think Nike was parlaying at first, because you didn't really think you had to engage in the deal this fast. You didn't think they were going to sign this fast. You think they can you can prolong it to the season start and whatnot, whichever one is. Remember. So this is the thing in regarding to him. So look at Mark Evans say to the last American-born white boy to sell shoes. Yeah, I mean, yeah, you. The last American-born white NBA player to sell shoes, you mentioned Larry Bird. Larry Bird was probably, and that's been 4 decades ago. But yeah, we understand that part. He has to get through and become and master this college season, or for the most part of it, put his fingerprints on it. That's for sure. And then we'll see and let the chips fall where they may on the rest of it. You notice that there's already Boston Celtics are trying to do what they can, but Cooper Flag is going to come out to who got the ball. He's going to be he's going to be the first, second pick in that draft. It's done. He don't have to play this year. That's the phrase. Boy, he was in high school. He was sit out. He probably was sit out. Because now, but the NIL money is in place, so you have to play. That's the difference now. He would do it otherwise he would see what Kyrie Irving, kind of like how Kyrie Irving did it a years back. When he played 14 games at Duke and then shut it down. Something like that back when Kyrie played. But so that's the ticket on that. But yeah, it's once again, shout out to New Balance. That's a good move for them because it gets people attention now. And who else they have? Tyrese Maxey and who else? Who's the other? The Claw. Because the Claw now, Kawhi Leonard, his fee is pretty much going flat.
They got Jamal Murray too.
A lot of old heads respecting him, and he had his day. Jamal Murray just got to stay healthy and keep balling. But I'm thinking, hell, Tyrese Maxey stole Jamal Murray's thunder. Tyrese Maxey is definitely, he's in a bigger market, and
Jimmy, Jamal Murray is an NBA champion. What are you talking about?
NBA champion. I'm talking about the individual. Talking about the individual as far as talent. I'm saying Tyrese Maxey to me is better than Jamal Murray right now. and you know, they're both playing alongside Hall of Famers, I would say. Joel Embiid to get in. Probably not as fast as Jokic. He first ballot. Joel Embiid probably be a second ballot, depending on what he does the rest of his career. This move ain't over with yet. We don't know what the future holds. Because Philadelphia, on paper, they got a really, really good-ass team this year. On paper. On paper. But you have to be healthy. We learned that last year. A half dozen teams was in the playoffs in the NBA wasn't healthy. A half dozen where they had a primary 1, 2, or 3 option player that was injured during the postseason. That was limp. You know, so I would what? Miami Heat. Who else? Philadelphia. Who else? Did the Clippers didn't make? Did the Clippers make the playoff? We got it on the mute.
Yeah, I got it on mute because he talked too much.
Phoenix. New York. Boston. That's 6 right there, without even flinching, of guys that were injured that came into the playoffs with a guy injured. So anyway, guys, we're gonna get on up out of here and let you guys share the show on your way out the door. I'm reading Trey Phillips say they have Cameron Brink on the white female side, and her mom worked at Nike. And every time I tell Mark Edwards in regard to Ace Bailey, it's part I said. Right now, signing a guy to the NBA deal before in men's basketball before he even touches the college campus. I understand, not in the days when you could bypass. Those don't count. Like the LeBrons, that don't count. They went straight from high school. But in today's college, how many players have a sneaker company signed to a deal before they had played their first college game? This is what I'm saying. So you're thinking you got time, because we're in unprecedented territory. But can you name who's one that they did? That Nike or Adidas or Under Armour signed to a contract before they played their first college game. So you're thinking that's the blind side to it. You know, but anyway, we'll wrap on this more good topic. You guys make sure you share the show on, and that's a good thought, Thaddeus Moody. I see that definitely has roots to it, based where New Balance is based, and based on the proximity and the geographic location of where Cooper Flagg and his parents originally live at. But anyway, guys, I want you to share the show on your way out the door. Thanks so much for tuning in. We want to send our deep felt condolences to the family of Byron Cooley. Byron, you guys remember him from the Houston Suns back in the days, that program. And Byron had the brother, who about a decade or so ago, about 10, 12 years ago, and his brother had got killed in a tragic accident. I mean, a tragic shooting, and that was a mother had to bury her youngest son. Now she has to bury her oldest son. And but they were good people, man. Did a lot for the community. They had built a gym over near Hobby Airport a few years back, and occupied him and his brother DJ. So shout to those young men, man, and I mean, shout out to DJ, the young man, and his family, as they mourn the loss, as we mourn the loss of his brother. But anyway, guys, we'll see you guys on tomorrow. Peace. We got to get up out of here, and I got to move around. Make sure you spread the word about the Chop Shop and give us a thumbs up on the YouTube page before you get up out of here. Thanks. Chop Shop. Let him mute it. Unmute him. Let him.
You are now tuned in to the Chop Shop. I'm Retro. Let's get it. We in the Chop Shop. We live in the Chop Shop. We talking sports talk. We live in the Chop Shop. We in the Chop Shop. I'm talking sports talk. So turn your dials up. It's live in the Chop Shop. We in the Chop Shop. We live.